I know for the non-Wheel of Time fans on my channel, there's been a lot of Wheel of Time content recently, and I do sincerely apologize for that. It's just there's been a golden renaissance for Wheel of Time stuff recently, and I'm super in love with it and hyped about it and can't wait for it to get even bigger. Don't worry, there is much non-related Wheel of Time stuff coming down the road on my channel. I'm about to pick up Malazan again. I'm actually starting the next Game of Thrones book today. I'm about to pick up Sword of Truth as well. All of that's happening. And to my Wheel of Time fans, don't worry, there's so much more Wheel of Time content coming. So much more Wheel of Time content coming. But we've also gotten some incredible news recently as Wheel of Time fans. In fact, I don't think I've been this excited for Wheel of Time since the release of Memory of Light. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the news we got because it's so cool. I'm so pumped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, yo. The show officially got greenlit at Amazon. We knew Amazon was considering it. They have green lighted it. I don't think they're gonna be pussyfooting around. I think they're gonna dive all the way in and give this show the budget it deserves. Because the head of entertainment development, or whatever her title is at Amazon, tweeted out how excited she was about this, how excited she is by seeing the reaction from the Wheel of Time community. So guys, if you want to increase our chances of a great show, go over to her Twitter. Go ahead and just type a response to her and be like, we love you, we're excited, because the better impression they have in us and the more support we give, probably the more they're willing to invest into this show. Same thing happened from Sony as well, because both Amazon and Sony are involved in this production. So if you want to do that, find that guy. If you look up Wheel of Time, it's trending there. You can find their tweets and go praise them, be excited, let them know we are ready and waiting and willing to love what they produce, as long as they do a good job. And that's actually a mentality I want to avoid. I've also seen a lot of people leaving comments like, I'll love it as long as they don't screw it up. That kind of threat helps nobody. Let's be optimistic, right? Come on, this won't be another one of insert blank horrible adaptation out of the many that has happened here situations. But with this great news, when they announced this series was happening, the articles kind of had this copy and pasted snippet from Amazon. It had to be from Amazon for all these articles to have copied and pasted it everywhere. The article seemed to make the implication that the show is going to be more female-centric and follow Moiraine for at least the first chunk of the first season, following her storyline very heavily. And I saw some knee-jerk reactions to this news, people pulling back and saying, whoa, this is a huge change. I didn't really have that. I actually thought in terms of adapting for a cinematic appeal, for telling the story in a more mysterious way of who might be the dragon, it kind of made sense. Granted, if they tried to make the fact that Rand is the dragon more of a secret, spoiler alert, by looking at the covers of the books, it's pretty obvious Rand will end up being the dragon. It'd kind of be like the worst kept secret, period. But it could make who Rand is slightly more mysterious and work for his character development on the screen. I don't really know why they're going for that, but I don't think it's a bad thing. In fact, I'm just kind of more curious now, cautiously curious. And they also seem to imply there are 5 people she's checking to see who the dragon are. I don't think that was the actual case. I think that was just kind of a misleading sentence. She said there are 5 villagers she's like looking into. I think there means there's the 3 boys and there's Egwene and Nynaeve, and they all 5 leave the village together. I don't think they mean to imply that Egwene or Nynaeve could be the dragon. Probably just an intern or someone writing and made the sentence a little more confusing than it needed to be. And then there's the part of the articles, and this was said across the board, where it's a female-centered fantasy series. And once again, I saw a bunch of people online going, when they saw that, because there is just that reaction from guys when they hear things like that sometimes. And again, I really didn't have that kind of reaction because I don't think that they're saying it's going to be this only female character focused fantasy series. I just think they're trying to hit a marketing PR appeal. I'm sure someone in the PR department went, oh, if we emphasize there's a lot of female characters who are main characters in Wheel of Time, we'll hit a wider audience. And that made people go, oh, that's smart, let's do that. It probably has nothing to do with the creative process at all. They're just emphasizing the fact that a lot of the leads and strong characters in Wheel of Time are women, like Moiraine, Morghese, Nynaeve, Amerlin Seats, Forsaken, Avienda.
So many wise ones, Aes Sedai.
They're just emphasizing the fact that there is fantastic female representation, and Rafe Judkins hinted during his Q&A that he is going to rewrite and update some of the female characters to be written in a more progressive way, because a lot of people do complain about female Wheel of Time characters being kind of, you know, not really up to the standard of how female characters should be written sometimes, so that'll be nice to see, and I have faith he'll do a good job because the shows he's been involved with in the past have really well written female characters, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's had its ups and downs as quality overall, but it's been a good show, and I've never really thought, oh, they're pushing the feminist angle too hard, or they're going really an old school sexist route. It just seems like good representation, just a good middle ground of everyone's happy, and I hope they do the same thing for Wheel of Time. Yep, this isn't full of drama. It's not raging. I actually think there's just smart marketing moves being done here that's increasing the chances of success, and they're acknowledging the fact there's a lot of female characters in the show. Cool. Sorry if you wanted an angry drama rant. You're not getting one. It could be neat to see the beginning of the series kind of more through Moraine's eyes than anything else, but then again, that also could have just been a mistake from someone who's writing their press release, who was told by someone who was told by someone what Wheel of Time is, and so he wrote it up and pushed it out, and of course, through a game of telephone, it didn't get exactly handled correctly. We're probably somewhere in the middle for there in how this show is actually going to come out. But my main takeaway from this is that we should show Amazon we're pumped and excited and encourage them to throw money into the show, encourage them to be happy with the source material, and just let them know that there's a lot of love for this series. It's one of the best-selling series of all time. It outsold Game of Thrones until very recently, even with Game of Thrones' massive success, so there is a base there. That being said, I want to know what you guys think of all of this in the comments down below. Are you interested in a more Moiraine focus, at least for the first little bit, or do you want to just start on that road with Rand and Tam walking down it? Or do you want to start with the prologue like you do in the books, which on everyone's first read kind of is very confusing. Not entirely sure what was happening there when I first picked up Wheel of Time, but I enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, and if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you want to get notified when I go live like I did yesterday, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Peace. And I want to give a huge shout out to Brett Hall for his donation. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you.